Can you clear up the Callum Smith situation regarding Ashley? Some people are under the impression that he's fighting to be mandatory for the WBC title.
So he'll fight tomorrow night, 8-round contest. Then November 22nd, he will fight Nikolai Sejloka, who has 2 defeats on his record, one to Beaker and one to Abraham in Abraham's defence before Paul Smith, both on points. I think he's 27-2. I think he's 13 with the WBC. Callum's 10. This is an official WBC eliminator. What that means is very little in terms of challenging for a world title next. What it means is it'll catapult you up the rankings and it'll put you in place for a final eliminator in your next bout. Okay? So what will happen with Callum Smith is, all being well, he wins on November 22nd. In the spring, he fights a final eliminator. And in the spring, spring-summer, Durrell will fight Groves. And Callum Smith will be mandatory for the winner when that mandatory is due.
So what about the British title?
Well, things are progressing so quickly, as is Callum Smith's ability, that the British is still a title we'd like to win, but obviously I feel like he beats George Groves now, right? I feel like Durrell is a much tougher fight, but I don't feel like he's more than 2 or 3 fights off that kind of level. So I'm not going to... And the British title, who is available to fight for the British? You know, Rocky's almost gone past the British, but Callum against Rocky is a big fight still.
What is happening with that British title?
Paul Smith's got it.
Yeah.
I think ultimately, if he gets another shot at the world title, I think he'll vacate the title. And the board will probably make Callum and Rocky. And they've both got a tough decision to make. What do they want to do?
Yeah.
Do they want to have a huge domestic fight, or do they want to not have that fight and move on elsewhere in the world? I'd like to make that fight.
I'd love to see that fight, absolutely.
Well, if you'd love to see it, I'll definitely have to get it made.